Now we have come to a very critical juncture or a critical point in the philosophy, because here is where we will know the concept of God or the concept of blasphemy. It's not explicitly mentioned in the schools of thought. Now, there is also another line of argument to be had. Why do not we have this concept of blasphemy, or why do not we have this concept of treason in any of the schools of thought? The reason why is all these schools of thought were perfectly comfortable coexisting side by side with each other. There wasn't a continuous competition, there wasn't a continuous contest between each schools to reach the top. That is number one. But nonetheless, we will still explore this idea of blasphemy, that is implicitly, that is between the lines. If you had to make sense of it in the schools of thought in the Upanishads. So previously we have established that we have three states of consciousness, which is now going to change. Moving forward, we will also come across a fourth state. So I'm going to build a little bit of ground. So the dialogue of Indra and Prajapati in the previous videos, they were arguing about the definition or the contents of this self or the consciousness that we have. So the discussion largely revolved around that when you are awake, you are able to observe the real world. Not exactly real, you are able to observe or you have the faculties of perception of the material world that exists when you are awake. Similarly, when you are dreaming, you have the faculty to perceive those dreams. But what about the third state, that is the dreamless sleep, which is where Indra argues that if there is nothing, no object to contemplate upon. Let me just unpack this idea a little bit further. An object to contemplate upon is, for example, right now you are watching this video. So your eyes and ears are receiving sensory perceptions, and hence you have an object. And the self which is watching this video is the subject. So you have some object of contemplation when you are awake. Similarly, you too have some object of contemplation when you are in a dream.